It's that time again. Kobe here. Kingdom Hearts, Cross Union Key, Darkness, Seeker of Darkness, Submit, Square Enix North America. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm Kobe. Let's talk about some new updates. We've got some new Union Cross missions. Get yourself some Avatar Barts, some Chips into Ills, some Magic Mirrors, some Jewels, some Huey, Dewey, and Louise. Feel free to knock out those, get your Cross coins, maybe make some new friends while you're playing. New high score challenge, Mickey and Minnie and Pluto medals. So the Mickey and Minnie medal is pretty neat. I really like it. I might use this depending on situations. But it's a pretty good medal. It's a tier 4, deals 5 hits, lowers target's defense by 2 tiers for 1 turn, and does more damage when set in slot 3. This is a pretty good medal. The only other medal that does something remotely like this is Ansem, I believe, who also lowers defense by 2 tiers, but he also lowers your HP when you use him. So this is a pretty nice workaround, maybe if you don't have that medal. It's definitely good on single target missions, maybe raid bosses or just hard missions, event missions that come out that are single target enemies instead of AoE damage. So it's a pretty nice medal, and especially if you roll extra attack onto it, you can get -4 defense. That sets you up for a really strong hitter on your last couple medals. Pluto B raises power-based defense by 2 tiers for 1 turn. Model recovers HP. Tier 3, cost 3. I'm not really a fan of this medal. I don't really like it. Just looking at it, just reading it, I don't really. I guess it's good if you're going up against the power boss, but most of the time you want to kill things in 1 turn anyway, so Falling price deal. So with the high score challenge, we get new high score multipliers. This is a pretty neat deal. First pull's 3,000, next pull's 2,500 jewels, next pull's 22, 2,000, and it peaks at 19. So every pull after your 5th pull is 1,900 jewels. This makes getting tier 4s and 5s a lot easier for some people. So if maybe you're on the edge of guilting a few of those guys, you could definitely put your effort into pulling from this deal. What's unfortunate, though, is it's not a mercy pull, and HD Namine is a really good medal. So hopefully I managed to pull one within the first few pulls. I would really like to guilt her, but I'm not going to stress about it if I don't. She's a really good medal. We're going to go ahead and talk about her. She's a tier 5. She unleashes the same special attack as the next medal, and it works only when set before medal. So she has to be set in slots 1 through 4 for her to go off, work properly. She copies the next medal. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. If you put her in slot 4 and say you have an HD Ursula in slot 5, she copies HD Ursula's attack, copies her effect to give you +3 magic, and then you go off with HD Ursula for plus another +3 and all her damage. So I think she makes any medal after it a tier 5. So if you have like a tier 1 Stitch medal, 25%, when she attacks, she's going to use its effect, but it's going to make it a tier 5 power. So it's kind of neat. There's probably a lot of different like combos to work with it. Probably a lot of people using like debuff and debuff medals, like maybe setting her before a Kyrie or a Illustrated Kyrie 2, just to get, plus and minus. So that's pretty neat. Illustrated Roxas deals 5 hits, raises speed base strength by 3 tiers for 1 turn, inflicts more damage the more gauges are full. Cost 4, tier 5, target all. Pretty great medal. Kind of puts the casual Roxas to shame, and we just recently got that guy. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about that. Both of these medals include music. Lady Tremaine and Daughters, lower strength of all targets by 1 tier for 2 turns. Lucifer, this one's pretty good too. Raises strength by 2 tiers for 1 turn. Lowers defense by 2 tiers for 1 turn. So it's a cost 0. What the heck? Raises your strength by 2 tiers for 1 turn. And I'm assuming it lowers the enemy's defense by 2 tiers for 1 turn. This sounds like a really, really good medal. That's the cat, right? Lucifer? Yeah, wow. Okay. I'll have to play around with that because that sounds really good. And then a new Ansa medal. Deals 7 hits. Inflicts fixed damage. So this is not a mercy pull. You're not guaranteed a Namine or a Roxas within 5 or 10 pulls, but they did decrease the cost every time you pull. So it's I wouldn't say it balances it out, because you still RNG you might not get what you want. Venison Magic Broom deal. So $25 to get yourself a good old magic broom. Around there, I think gems are priced around $25 for every 3,000, something like that. You can pull this 3 times a day, and it's only available for today and tomorrow and yesterday, but I didn't make this video yesterday. Every pull gets you a Ventus and a magic broom full of epics and above. If you're hurting for a Ventus, I mean, maybe you could do one pull and then get yourself a little broom out of it. Or you can be like me and forget to but forget to do the broom pull one day, or the VIP broom mission, and miss out on one of the brooms. Even though I logged in and I told myself, hey, you should probably do this mission before you forget. And what did I do? I forgot. All right, that's it for the updates. We're going to jump right into pulling from the falling price deal. We're going to do 5 and then gauge ourselves where we're at and what we get. So let's get started. Guaranteed tier 4s and 5s. Already got a Roxas. Look at that. Comes pre-strengthened with 3 dots. Happy to see you, kid. All right. Got a key art 2. So this is a pretty good pull. Pretty good way to start off the video. And now 2,500 jewels for the next pull, and we're going to get key art 4. 2,200 jewels. I really like this kind of deal. It kind of makes pulling a little bit more fun, because you're not spending as much. But, I mean, you're still not guaranteed. Alright, we got, what is this? Illustrated Xemnas. Almost called him Ansem, but they're pretty much the same person. Alright. We're down to 2,000. This is our 4th pull. Illustrated Xemnas, SP Xion. Let's get it. Alright, one more down. This will be pull number 5, and this is where the deal peaks off. 1,900 jewels every pull out from here on out. That's pretty neat. I like that. Illustrated Sora. What are we at? I have enough for another one. Why not? Let's do another one. I think I'm about to hit my inventory space anyways. Illustrated Riku B. I think I can guilt him now, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to go straight into our metal inventory. Yep, I did hit the max. Or my max. So we are going to sort. Let's do some quick guilts for you guys, and then call it a day. What do we got? What do we got? Illustrated Sora A. What am I doing here? What are my filters? These are weird. Here we go. Illustrated Sora A. Let's see what we get. He's already got extra attack on him. Already a great metal. 117 is going to stay there. And ground enemy defense minus 60%. I will take it. Why not? Excuse me. All right, moving on. Next metal. We've got ourselves... Oh, maybe not. Almost guilt. Not quite. Let's see what we get. I think he's got extra attack. He does. Ground enemy defense 60%. I'll take that too. Why not? So this metal pretty much replaces my Illustrated Sora A because it's stronger. And yeah. Okay, moving on. Who is our lucky number 2? 3. SP Xion. I don't think those stack. That'd be pretty broken if it does. Next metal up. Looks like we're going to be Gilt and Illustrated Zemnis. All right. Hate. %105. Not too bad. 130 is the max. We're going to get aerial defense minus 60%. Sure, we'll take it. 5.02 multiplier. That is crazy. Inflicts more damage the more enemies defeated in that stage. So he's pretty good for a high score challenge. 5 times. That's crazy. That's one of the highest ones I've seen, other than maybe Master Ericus and Xehanort. I think they're pretty high too, at like 5 or 4 or 5. I know I'm scrolling past them. I'm blind. I'm sorry. Maybe I haven't even got to him yet. Who did I get? There we go. Key art number 2. Now, I've put a lot of key art number 2s into this thing. Really hoping to get an extra attack. That'd make my raid boss so much more fun. Nah. I'm good, fam. No thanks. Maybe next time. Alright. Key art number 4. What are we gonna get? Extra attack, that's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love extra attack on practically every medal there is. Raises strength of all attributes by 1 tier for 2 turns. So that's 2 tiers for 2 turns. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Glad to have it. And is that it? I think that is all of the medals that I pulled. But we're going to do one more pull because I managed to go below my max. So, here we go. Let's get that Namine. What's up with that Namine, though? Or I can get an SP or Illustrated Xion. We'll go take a look at her real quick. She's a magic medal, if I do recall. She sure is. Damage in raids 40%. That's a pretty good medal, or a pretty good one for her. Lowers defense of all targets by 1 tier for 1 turn. Inflicts more damage the more Lux collected in that stage. She's a pretty good raid one. I like that. But she is very far from being Gilted, so it's gonna... Hopefully I can do that before she becomes outclassed. She probably already is, unfortunately. But that about wraps up the video, guys. Really appreciate the watch. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. You know the deal. Kobe out.